So does anybody have an idea exactly what these are called? I remember these from being a kid in England. They used to call them earwigs, and they used to scare the crap out of you because they have those things on the back. Everybody said that their whole purpose in life was to go in your ear and then like latch on with those things, and that's the end of that. They live in your head. I was afraid of these things for years. Anybody know what it is? Alright, so if you don't know what's going on here, this is the downpipe from the car that we're building right now. This is all back purged. I'm sure you guys have seen this, but for the people that haven't, what you're basically doing here is you are pushing all the existing air out of here and filling this with argon, so that when the weld is shielded from argon, your torches has a shield that shields the weld from argon. It's shielded on the backside too, so it has a nice clean even weld. It's much stronger, it looks prettier, and it doesn't have the ashy weld on the inside, which could potentially cause a weak point. We use aluminum here. It's because it takes the heat out. As we weld this flange right here, it takes a lot of that heat out and prevents the flange from warping. I'm going to put another clamp on here, but what the idea is, you do small little pieces as you go. So I'm sure some of you guys are watching this and never seen our channel before because you're stuck at home and you're watching anything that comes on YouTube. So if this is your first time watching, do me a favor, click on the playlist, find something that appeals to you. We'll do a lot of Hondas, but find something that appeals to you and watch away. It's all free programming from LHT, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button so we know that you like what you see. Real quick, this is some intercooler piping we are building for the project. It's going to be on a separate video, so I'm just kind of generalizing. But one thing I did want to show you, I've shown it on a past video. I'm going to show you again the machine that we use for bead rolling here. It's like 9,000 years old. My dad, when he started his apprenticeship, he retired. My dad's 85. Hope he's not watching this. When he started his apprenticeship, the guy that he was being taught by gave him this, and he'd had it for 50 years. So it's about 150 years old. This is like real English. This was the type of heavy-duty stuff that they would build. They had fantastic industry back then, but there is a whole bunch of ends that we have to change on here, and you can, it's actually called a swedger, but you can do a lot of different things with this. We put the basic ends on here just for bead rolling. I'm going to show you real quick how it works. It's old school. It has the crank handle. Of course, new ones have electric. You press a button and it beads the pipe. Alright, so I'm going to show you with a piece of titanium. Typically we use it for aluminum for intercooler piping. Occasionally we use titanium as intercooler piping. I'll show you the bead that it puts on. So this is what I would call the male bead. This is the female, so the male would go on the inside because you want to push the hump out. You would set this guard. We have it set to the minimum right here. You basically crank this down. You're going to pull the rollers together, put a little bit of pressure on it, and go the first go around like this, and just kind of set it. Do another half turn. This is where I get my exercise. I don't have the electric one, but do it 2 or 3 times. A little bit more on it. You kind of creep up on it, and as you turn it, you feel it get easier. A little bit more on there. And then back this guy off. Look at that. You see that? Look how nice that looks. Now the idea is when you put a hose connector on here and a clamp here, you're pulling up against this bump, and that's what stops the pipes blowing off, but you still have the flex in the hose. But look how pretty that looks. Again, this sucker, I don't know, 150 years old. That's good stuff, isn't it? So this is a scrap S2000 motor, but it's nice to have so we can actually build off. We can kind of test fit on here, test fit on the car, bring it back, verify everything fits. We can even use it so we can bolt our manifold to this, torque it down. As you see the black around here, we can actually weld it and use this as our fixture to stop the flange warping or twisting in any way. So it's kind of nice to have, if you work on these things, nice to have the motor that you're going to use to put in the car. So if you watch our episode where we talked about this fan, I don't want to say that name because it'll probably get demonetized, but this is a super quiet fan. This is the their Black Max or Black Jack or something they call. As you see, we're running on about a third. It's whisper quiet. It moves a ton of airflow through the shop, which is nice right now because we're trying to keep people away from the shop. Hence why we're finally putting our yellow chain up there. So look at this. I showed this last time. This is middle of the day. What time is it? It's 12:35. There is no one here, so we're all kind of, you know, kind of playing this by ear. All I can tell you, the advice I could tell you, don't panic, just kind of chill. Hopefully by keeping everyone separate, this thing will pass over, it'll be out of our system, everyone gets back to normal. Hopefully a lot of the businesses can recover. What we're doing is, luckily we're in a kind of a small family unit here. Esther is off all this week, so it's just me and George. I'm not a germaphobe, but I am kind of going around all the doorknobs with bleach and a towel, just kind of bleaching it, making sure all the surfaces are clean. Wash our hands a lot. I mean, that's all I really know what to do, and just kind of, you know, prevent being in contact with many people. However, we do need to do a Sam's Club run. We don't hoard water, but we drink a lot of water. I'm thinking about putting a water, like a water filter on the tap here at the shop. But we buy bottled water for George and I to drink. It is important to stay hydrated, obviously, when it gets hot. But we're kind of keeping ourselves contained, and we're working on what we love the most. So it just went off to remind me, but we have these little air freshener guys here. They spray every 30 minutes, kind of smell nice. Well, we have one in the bathroom, and that one was in here. We used to have it up on that shelf right there. Well, this is where Esther would make lunch. Here's our panini machine, by the way. She's not here, so it is officially being retired. Well, she would make sandwiches here, and then it seemed like every time she would make sandwiches, that thing would spray, and then she'd kind of guard the sandwiches like this, and then make us take it out of there, and then I'll put it in her office, and then it seemed like it would spray her in the face, and she's like, as much as I like the smell of this thing, you got to get it out of here. So we put it in the shop. So every 30 minutes now, we kind of have a nice little smell, which it just went off. You want a demo? Watch this. Look at that. It's actually kind of cool. I'm not going to put any additional light on this because I don't want to give it away too much, but this car is getting something different from what you're used to seeing on our channel. I'm sure you guys can pause and look at it. I'm not going to show you too much. Of course, it's getting a black radiator, but there's something else going on in that area. So I don't know if any of you guys have tried these. These are like basically like a heat shrink for radiator hoses. A friend of mine keeps recommending me to try them, and this would be a good time to try on this car. But they're basically like a wide heat shrink. You put them on the radiator hose, heat it with a heat gun, and it pulls it down, and obviously has a hump on the radiator. But it's a little bit cleaner than a radiator hose, so stay tuned. When we do the video, I'll talk about these and show you some tips how to put them on, because I've been researching them a little bit, and we'll find out how good they are. All right, let's take our pipe. We're gonna go drop this off with Austin and get him to do this wrinkle black. Is that how that fits? Well, that still fits. So this is the hot side, 2.5, then it flares up to a 3 into the intercooler. Cold side is all 3-inch with an air temp sensor in the pipe. Seatbelt, dude.
Working on it.
Gotta be safe. Alright, we are literally the only people in this complex working. These guys are AC, so that's probably the workers, but other than that, if you look in the mirror, complex is empty. So we're heading over to Austin. We've already called him ahead of time and said, hey, we're coming, because he isn't accepting walk-ins, which I don't blame him. We are doing the same. But let's go over there and drop the pipes off. Then we're going to go to Sam's Club, and hopefully it's not crazy there. What do you think it's going to be? I think it's going to be just full of people.
Might be. It hasn't been every time I've been since, so.
Alright, so we're going to get a pack of waters for the shop. We're not hoarding the stuff, we just want it because we drink it. And if we can get some Lysol wipes, I'd kind of like some of those, because I would like to wipe down the door handles. Alright, here is AB powder coat. Look at that, they're blocking the entrance with this big ginormous truck. They're like, no admittance. Alright, let's go see if we can find him, George. Just remind you, wrinkle black.
Wrinkle black.
Just in case. I know you remember.
Oh, this would look cool too.
It does. Look how pretty that looks. Is it? It is metallic, right? Is it candy?
Yeah, it's a kind of sort of like a McCandy. It's a base and clear.
From a distance, it just looks like straight red, but it's got a definite nice color to it.
The 2 calipers, the caliper halves here. That's just like a regular candy.
Yeah, that's pretty. A bunch of black. Good stuff.
Bunch of black.
What's that? Medicine cabinet?
Medicine cabinet, yeah.
Nice.
From a 1920s home. That actually came out of Old Northeast.
Don't tell anybody you do that.
See the hole in the back for putting your razor blades in?
Mm-hmm.
That is crazy. Super neon bike frame.
I always love people that work in old houses. You open the walls, they're doing plumbing, and the whole wall's full of razor blades.
Just fall through.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, a ton
It
of
doesn't
razor
go
blade.
anywhere, yeah, it just goes into the wall.
I just
Right.
tested a new razor blade on my finger. It worked great.
Oh, it worked great.
It worked absolutely terrific.
If it doesn't slice you open when you open it, is it really a good razor blade?
Exactly. All right, so I think I've shown you these before. Just in case you're interested, get a hold of AB.
Just wait till
Get
the
hold
new
of him.
shop.
Yeah, your new shop's coming and it's
New
right around the
shop,
corner.
and it's right at football throwing distance.
Yeah, we're going to be able to throw the part provided it don't get damaged.
John's gonna come over every day for lunch and go, "Where's my stuff?
Yeah,
man?
is my
I
stuff
dropped it
ready?"
off at 10 o'clock.
I dropped it off half an hour ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it done yet? Is it
Why
done
do
yet?
you mean it's still in the same spot that I left it?
Yeah, I thought you'd drop everything and do my stuff.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right, we're gonna get out of here.
Go for
We
it.
washed our hands before we came, but I don't feel bad if you want to wash your hands again
high
after
fives.
touching our stuff, because everybody's kind of freaking
Yeah,
out.
it's uncertain time.
It is, and this is what I use to. You see this right here? I put my
Yeah.
hand in here. This is door handle.
Yeah.
This is what I do.
Oh, I just grab it.
I used to. Now I know I'm using my. Oh, even better. Thank you. That's what you need, George. The big monster thing like that.
This used to be bigger.
It dropped it down.
Yeah, it used to.
Yeah, you might be driving that every day.
Yeah.
I think my truck's high. Like my truck is dropped 7 inches in the back and 3 in the front, and I've still got to kind of scoot up to get in the seat. I mean, I like lowered stuff. I don't like it. I still have to kind of get up. It still feels high. All right, this is Sam's Club right here. Question is, what's the parking lot look like?
Doesn't look any worse than usual.
No, it doesn't, does it? There's a yellow seat sitting over there. Doesn't that thing stand out?
Drive by and see how much toilet paper you can fit in a C7.
It's probably what he's doing. He's like, I'm so glad I bought this car and not a McLaren. Get 600 rolls in this thing. Yeah, it looks about normal.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. The guy's got water. That must mean they've got it inside. Alright, so I'm going to park a little bit in the middle of nowhere. Not too crazy. Not to look like a nut, because that just inspires people to park next to you when you do that. I could park way over in that corner. Alright, George, you're safe.
Safe.
Hold on, keep this. Wipe my nose on it just in case. Alright, so far it's not too crazy. Well, I better get this call. Well, there's still plenty of these.
Yeah.
Is there a limit?
There usually is.
Oh, we're good here. No shortage here. This is our favorite water. Well, there probably is a limit. We only need 2, so that's plenty good. So anything paper towel related is gone. Toilet tissue, bathroom tissue, toilet paper, whatever you want to call it, gone. All kinds of things that say 2 per limit or 2 per member. So we'll have to come back another day or so. So if they get that replenished, whatever that used to be, gone. So much for our really cheap dinner. This is fantastic. Well, lunch. We were going to eat this for lunch, but the whole place is closed down. And this used to be all tables, and they've took them all out. Soda machines out. No cheap food, no cheap drink, George.
Nope.
We gotta go. That's it. Just 2 packs of water. Responsible, not hoarding. Just want water for the shop so we can stay hydrated. So we can't eat cheap Sam's Club food. We're gonna have to have an alternative. Let's see what George is thinking here. What are we gonna eat, George? What are you thinking?
We gotta find something else cheap because that's what we were expecting.
We were used to. What are you going over there? Is that sanitizer?
Yeah.
Gonna sell it?
Think about it.
At 20 bucks a bottle? Is that fair?
Trade for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house.
That's about right. All right, so we're looking cheap and not so nutritious. I guess Taco Bell. Taco Bell sound good?
It's cheap.
Taco Bell is definitely cheap and it's semi-nutritious. Don't ring your bell on this. That'll be a big truck. All right, George, what do you think we're getting? What do you recommend?
Dollar menu.
Dollar menu?
Yeah, one of everything.
That's like $9.
We're buying the whole menu. That'll
Yeah.
be $6.50.
Yeah, I'll bleach the packets.
I love the Taco Bell. What can I get for you guys today?
Could I get 6 of the cheesy Frito burritos, please? Is it? Beefy. Sorry, beefy. Beefy.
I'm sorry, honey, what was that?
Sorry, can I get 6 beefy Frito burritos?
6 beefy burritos, okay?
And that's it.
Alright, honey, that's $8.90 for today's central window.
All right, thank you. Does that work out?
$1.39 here. They don't have a dollar menu at this one.
Ah, that just blew the budget. Is there hot sauce in there, George?
A couple.
Wow. Usually you say a bunch of hot sauce, you get 3. And it looks like we've got like 60. All right.
For the rest of the year.
So you know what? We're gonna start hoarding hot sauce.
Yep.
That's it. I'm not gonna share with anybody. We're gonna clear the shelves. All the hot sauce gone. So considering the one says there's no traffic on the road, it's not really that way over here. We got to wash our hands. We're gonna bleach that handle again. And the other battery is charged. 3 batteries ready, 2 chargers. Taco Bell ready to eat. Let's go wash our hands, bleach that doorknob, and we'll see you in a minute. So because I can't find wipes, this is what I've been using, by the way. And again, this is something that is still available. I bought this from Home Depot, but what I've been doing is spraying the handle and giving it a wipe with some shop towel. Again, just because, you know, if there is germs on it, I don't want to spread it from me to George. And if a customer touches it and he has it, again, we're just everything we can kind of think of at this point. How do we look on the look at that. That is a record. I've never seen that much sauce when you ask them for a bunch of sauce. I think she was being a little bit sarcastic. What do you think? There's got to be 30 or 40 sauces here.
Sarcastic was the only thing you had going for you when you worked fast food. One I can remember.
Yeah, somebody says, give me extra cheese. All right, you're going to have 4 pounds of cheese. Watch this guy.
Yeah.
All right, so now I've touched these. I just washed my hands. My hands are compromised again. This is really tough. This is like dealing with an epidemic, an outbreak. So what I'm going to do is empty some of those on there, wash my hands again, and then eat those. And then hopefully this is crazy. How far can we get? This could really get out of hand. We survived the Taco Bell. George loved it. Look at this dude.
Really good.
You've been working out? Look at those arms.
They look way bigger on camera.
Dude, arms. That video we did at the pub, you're standing in one pose, somebody goes, look at the arms on that dude. And I go, I never knew his arms were that big.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, this car is, this is one of these cars that we've been given full reign. Just, there's the car, do whatever you want. So George and I are being able to be a little bit more creative, which is what we like. Because this is, of course, being creative and building stuff. It kind of lets you do whatever you want. You know, we come up with ideas on the fly a lot of the time.
Yeah, that's why I liked it. He sent like 3 parts in the trunk and said, I want these on the car.
Yeah.
Everything else,
Anything
do
else,
whatever you want.
it's on you. So we really like that, and it gives us a lot more, you know, we can be a bit more creative. You got to watch this video. I think you're going to love this. This could be a game changer.
Yeah, the 24s will be here soon. We're going to go and raise it up since he let us do whatever we want.
Yeah, we think that's going to be great.
It's going to be really
This is going to change things. I guarantee it. Well, I'm not going to guarantee it. I hope if everything goes well. If it doesn't work, refer to this video and go back to that caption.
Yeah, screenshot this.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're going to let you go. Hopefully you're not going crazy and buying toilet paper. We just showed you we can't buy toilet paper, but we did buy 2 packs of water. Things are going to chill out. Don't panic. Don't get crazy. Just ride it out. Stay clean. Stay away from everybody. If you see some dude coughing, stay 500 yards away from him. That's what we're doing. So we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, enjoy your cars.